Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome back to online classes of Iqra of by secondary schools and colleges, our project of Iqra education system. My dear brothers, in the last video lectures, we have already gone through the words and meanings and introductions to the poetess and poem, chapter number 3 from your secondary stage English book 1, poem The Neem Tree. Today in this video lecture, I will explain you this poem stanza by stanza. Let's start and open page number 17 in your book. On page number 17, the poem is given, The Neem Tree, written by Mrs. Elsa Qazi. The first stanza says, my lovely neem that intercepts sun's scorching beam, yet bears the heat all day, without the rain's refreshing spray, though charms the wanderers go away with soothing shades. For your information, these lines have been taken from the poem The Neem Tree, written by the poetess Mrs. Elsa Qazi, and in this poem she admired a neem tree for its bravery and courage. She also emphasized people to be dear like this in their lives. In these lines, poetess admired a neem tree. She said that neem tree is great example of self-sacrifice, because all the day a neem tree holds a burning rays of the sun in it and provides comfortable shadow without taking the refreshing spray of the rain. It does not rain on it. It bears heat all the day from sunrise to sunset, yet gives a soothing shade or a comfort to the traveler or the wanderer that comes and stays under it. Someone who stays under the neem tree forgets all his worries and feels relaxed. The second stanza is, how strong you are, how unafraid, how green thy leaves in spite of all, the midday flames that burning fall upon thy unprotected head. These lines have been taken from the poem The Neem Tree, written by the poetess Mrs. Elsa Qazi, and in this poem she admires a neem tree for its bravery and courage. She also emphasized people to be dear like this in their lives. And in these lines, poetess addressed a neem tree. She's talking to the neem tree. She said, a neem tree is so much brave and courageous because it faces midday burning flames with its uncovered head. So still its leaves seem green. That is a symbol of its great braveness and courage. My brothers, when you go out in a scorching heat of the sun, you try to find the shadow, a shelter to protect you from that burning flames of the sun. When you find a neem tree, you go under it and feel relaxed and comfortable. Do you ever consider this sacrifice given by neem tree, how comforting it is for you? Same as the poetess says to us that we should be sacrificing ourselves for others. No matter we get affected by a small mishap or a grief may come to us, but as long as your sacrifice is beneficial for others, you get the fruit of it. In the third stanza, the poetess says, could man be bold as thou and rise above the earth with a sheltering arm, to save the suffering ones from harm, from sorrows, poverty and vice, through sacrifice. As I have already told you, these lines also have been taken from the poem The Neem Tree, written by the poetess Mrs. Elsa Qazi, and in this poem she admired a neem tree for its bravery and courage. She also emphasized people to be dear like this in their lives. In these lines, poetess said that people should be like a neem tree and they should come forward to save the other people who are suffering from troubles, pains, or vice versa, to get them out by giving a sacrifice. Do we ever think about the pain and the sorrows of the people around us? No, never. We always blame the life to be very fast and busy. We don't have time to even look around. But anyhow, we get time for our own self, for our own interest, for our own inclination and hobbies. Why not to spend some time thinking about or looking around yourself? And if you find somebody suffering from any trouble or pain or woe, think about it, that how you can be a helping hand for that person. In the last stanza, the poetess says, could man be steadfast and like we face every fate, would it not be fulfillment of life's loftiest dream, my lovely need? I'm repeating again. These lines also have been taken from the poem The Neem Tree, written by the poetess Mrs. Elsa Qazi. And in this poem, she admired a neem tree for its bravery and courage. She also emphasized people to be dear like this in their lives. And in these lines, poetess said, if a man becomes like a neem tree and starts facing all the difficulties and sorrows with a deer, that he can resolve all the matters by himself, then he will complete highest dream of his life. By helping others or sacrificing for others, one can live his life. Life is too short to have grievances or to become introvert, which means to remain in yourself. We should be extrovert, we should mingle with the people and try to get to know the problems and the troubles they have and what you can do to solve the troubles or the pain. This is the matter of life and this is the meaning of life. I hope you people will think about it now. Why to delay? Whatever is procrastinated is never done. Do not put off a work till tomorrow what you can do today. Anything which you can start from right now, why to delay this? Look around yourselves and get to know the trouble and problems the people have. You must find people suffering from pain, trouble, difficulties, problems, woes, grief, sorrows. Try to solve them. Be a helping hand to others. Somebody else will be a helping hand to you. I hope, my dear brothers, you have been able to understand the meaning of this poem. The actual meaning of this poem is to sacrifice for others, to be a helping hand for others, to be beneficial for others. I hope you people will take a step further ahead and you will try to lend a helping hand to everyone you find around yourself. It's not about your relatives, it's not about your friends, it's not about your family members, it's about humanity. We will meet again in the next video lecture, inshallah. Take very good care of yourselves. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.